Hey, welcome to the Create Digital Products with AI workshop. I'm Becky Beach, and today I'm going to be creating 3 digital products using AI tools and my own creativity. About me, I have a major in graphic design, a BFA, and I've also been creating and selling digital products probably over 10 years now. And I'm also a blogger over at mombeach.com. I have a coaching and courses business and membership business at coachbeckybeach.com. I have an AI creative store where I sell my AI products over at beckybeach.ai. And I'm very passionate about helping others create and scale their own digital product businesses. So let's get the slides going. So let me go ahead and start the slides. I'm just going to admit as everybody comes in. Again, I'll just every so often I'll just put in the workbook. In the chat, you'll find the workbook. And the workbook has the prompts and what we're going to be working on today. So again, let me put that. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and I'll just keep an eye out to see if anyone else joins as we're waiting. Okay, so create digital products with AI workshop. Learn how to create products using AI tools that you could sell. Hosted by Becky Beach, and I'm a certified AI for business strategist from MIT. So about Becky Beach, I'm the creator of the Vibe framework, and it's a framework that helps you create funnels using the Vibe framework, which stands for Vision, Ideation, Build, and Evergreen. And I'm the mom to Brian. He's this amazing 10-year-old boy, and he's the reason why I got started with my business. Before that, I was a lead UX designer and web developer for many Fortune 500 companies such as Verizon, Tenet Healthcare, and American Airlines. And I had a really good career going. I was making multiple 6 figures as an executive at American Airlines, like the head of the UX design department. But I was miserable. Like I was spending all my time at work and not enough time with my son, Brian. And I knew something had to change. I wasn't happy, even though I was making really good money at this company. I wasn't happy. I was also getting really good benefits like free flights, and I was getting good healthcare and dental insurance and vision insurance, but just something was missing. I didn't feel fulfilled in life. So, I just decided to just keep on with my business, and I've been growing it I was growing it on the side. And nowadays I'm a $1 million digital product seller and coach. And I've been full time in my business for 5 years now. Like I quit my job, and it was really hard to quit my job. My boss was begging me to stay because he said, well, we really need you because we laid off 3% of the workforce because, it was during COVID. American Airlines was having a lot of trouble because nobody was booking flights. It was COVID, and they really couldn't. So they had to lay off a great deal of people. But, I had stayed on, and that was, so I decided to just cut the cord and just leave and go all in my business. And nowadays I run multiple businesses. I have mombeach.com and shop.mombeach, and they're a business to customer blog and shop for moms. And it's all digital products. And I own plrbeach.com. It's a B2B commercial use template store. And I own coachbeckybeach.com. It gives you coaching services and online courses. And I got 2 memberships such as businessbeachclub.com and Mom Beach Club. And above all, I'm just so much more happy with my life now because I get to help people create and scale their own digital product businesses. Like there's just nothing like hearing such wonderful testimonials every so often about how I help somebody. It just really brings me a lot of joy and peace. So, welcome and introduction. So today we're going to be creating either a workbook or journal with AI tools. We're going to create, game printables with AI tools. We're going to learn how to create wall art with AI tools, and then we'll get to questions in the next steps on how you could further work with me. So module 1, how to create a workbook or journal with AI tools. So again, if you're just joining us, in the chat, you'll find a link to a workbook. It's a Google Doc. So you just click on that and it will give you what we're working on. And it looks like this. And you'll see that in the chat. And first of all, we're going to be creating either a workbook or a journal. So now, type in the chat, what's your niche? Like, what niche are you in? And let's see what would be the best fit for a workbook or journal. So if you could, type in the chat, what's your niche? Like, who do you serve? Maybe your customer type. Like, who are you trying to help online? Interior design, fine art, and human behavior, fine art. Personal growth. Yeah, personal growth journal would be a cool idea. educational printable materials for pre-K, and Missy has no idea yet. And we got writers. Yeah, writers would be good. And then Catholic moms with young children, busy Catholic moms. And then family activities parents and kids can do together, family activities. Oh, I really like the family activities one because I have a mom blog and I could probably sell that product in my store. Like I kind of like that. And we got personal development. So it looks like we got personal growth and personal. It looks like there's two requests for that. That's kind of similar topics. Yeah, that may be like a personal. Yeah, I think a personal growth journal. That might be a good idea. Then and then I'll give this to you in the chat. So once I make the journal, I think that then I will give it to you in the chat, the Canva template, and then you guys can, customize it and resell as your own. And there's also a request for senior women pursuing their purpose and thriving through their transition. I'm currently serving women downsizing. Oh, yeah, Patricia is really good about that. And then Santa is helping 35 to 55 women dealing with depression, perimenopause, anxiety, and single mom, and online business for beginners. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, awesome. Yeah, really kind of leaning more towards like a personal growth journal. I think that would be really effective. And that can be applied to several different niches, actually. It's kind of like on a simple side. I think that would be really helpful. So, in here, it'll tell you what to do. So first of all, if you look in your workbook, which is in the chat, so again, I'm putting it in the chat if you're just joining us, and it's an AI workbook and journal instructions. So the workbook and journal kind of has the same instructions. So so this is a prompt to use for ChatGPT. You would go ahead and copy this and then go to copy and then go into chatgpt.com. Make sure it's set on 5.1 and then auto. And then we'll paste the prompt in the chat and then give me number of questions. And usually I think it could be any question. Let me just get 30 questions in journal prompts for my journal. And then the niche will be, what was it again? I think empowerment. Is that what we're doing? Personal development, personal growth. Maybe personal growth and development. Get two of them. Personal growth and to develop. And then who would be for? Like whoever put personal growth and development, like who is your target audience? Like who is it for? Is it for, busy moms, entrepreneurs? Like who exactly is this for? Maybe for seniors or who? Like that's also what we need to put. Is it for business owners, personal? Is it for coaches? So who is it for? If you had typed that, put in the chat, like who is it for? So we got that and who it's for. Midlife women going through life changes, midlife women, so mature women. Oh, okay, yeah, we can do that for. It's for mature women. Rewire their pain, rewire their brain, and let go of pain. Okay, great. And then download the content as a CSV with no blank rows in between. And then we'll insert it in. Oh, mature women. Yeah, maybe be like 40s or 50s, or maybe 50s or 60s. Yeah, probably should have been more specific and specified. Maybe it means seniors. Well, I'm actually 43. So does that mean I'm a mature woman? So your CSV is ready. Here's your download. But we can also say give, yeah, we'll just download it. So then it will give you the CSV download, and then it will then open up into an Excel. And if you don't have Excel, you could open it up into a Google Sheets. And let's make it bigger. And you notice it put in these characters. It does that sometimes. So if it does that for you, just copy the characters and then go to edit, find, and replace. And then go to put it, paste it in, and then replace with nothing, and then replace all, and it will get rid of it. Like it will do that sometimes. And it looks like there's another one here. Yeah, so then just replace all. Yeah, it looks like there was only one doing that this time. You know, sometimes it's like full of it. And then let's get rid of this. So we're just going to go through and just make sure all these questions look good and make sense. It looks like it did it again, but it did AU. I wish it wouldn't do that. It's just so annoying. Okay, it did AO. Oh, because of you weren't ready for. Okay, that's fine. Looks good. Did it again here. So we're just going to get rid of all that. We're proud of. And then it looks like it did it to all the art that yours. Okay, yeah, the rest look good. Yeah, these are pretty good questions. I like them. Oh, so you could copy it all and have ChatGPT listed unnumbered and then copy paste back in the CSV quicker. Yeah, I just went ahead and just did it. That's fine. Okay, so looks like I just quickly just make sure they all make sense. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, so then I'm gonna go ahead and save it. Just I want to save it on my desktop so I can find it easier. And then save it. Now, let me first get rid of this one here. You don't want anything above, so I'm gonna delete that. And then file save as. And then save it and replace. Then omit all. Okay. And then let's go ahead and put back the okay, that's the workbook in case everybody's just or anybody just joining us. Okay, so now we have all our questions and everything looks good. So the next thing we're going to do is go into Canva and set up the document for our journal. So we're going to go ahead and just do custom size, then 8.5 by 11. And then we're going to go to File, and then Settings, Show Rules and Guides, and then File, Settings, Add Guides, and then Custom. And then do 0 column and 0.5 margin. The reason is, if you're going to be self-publishing this on Amazon KDP, like I've self-published about 60 books, and Amazon KDP, unless you add a bleed, it doesn't like anything to go past a 0.5 margin because when someone buys it on Amazon, it prints it for them. It's a print-on-demand company, like KDP is. So it will automatically, get into the printer and print it off for them and send it to them. And it doesn't like they don't like anything to go past a 0.5 margin. So you can't have any text or images past these margins because they'll get rejected and they won't accept it and publish it for you. Oh, slow down. Oh yeah, I just do this so much. Yeah, I apologize if I'm too fast. You can always go back and rewatch the video and slow it down if you'd like. Yeah, sorry about that. I do it so much. Okay, so then we're gonna go ahead and go here and then go to the text and just go to the subtitle, and we're gonna have an area for the prompt and stretch this across so it meets the margins, and then lower it to be 20 or so, just to make sure it's centered. So make sure you click alignment and then center, and then click it again, and you can pick a font. So there's all these different fonts. that you could choose from. And because, it's kind of reaching older women, I just think it'd be more elegant if it was a serif. There's both serif and sans serif fonts. And the sans serif don't have the feet, but the serif fonts do. Like right here is a sans serif font. So I think I might do Playfair Display. I think that's a very pretty font. And I just want to have the letter spacing a little bit a little further apart for the kerning. Because Canva can't really do kerning as well as InDesign, and kerning is the space between the text. I mean the letters within the text. So I think it just looks better if you just adjust the kerning. And again, how I did that was I went to letter spacing and just kind of adjusted it a little bit. Like that, that's it. That's all close here. You see how close here that is? If you just kind of subtly make it a little bit, that's just easier to read between the letters. Oh yeah, I did use a 0.5 margin. Okay, so then that's what we do first. And then now we're gonna do lines. So I'm gonna go ahead and put line and then shape and then click, and then there's a line. And then I'm gonna put it like right there. And I'm gonna hold down shift and then move my mouse and stretch across. And then go to stroke weight and just bring it down. Now let's just do one. And I think I'm going to do this like a college ruled. Decide if it's for kids, you can do wide ruled, but if it's more for adults, that means you can have more lines. So it's like, because usually adults can write smaller, or you can have them write bigger if you want. If you're doing it for seniors, you probably do want to have more of a wide ruled, so it's easier for them to write and bigger text. So I'm just going to take this, I'm just going to make a bunch of lines. What I'm doing is I'm holding Alt and then dragging my mouse, and that makes a copy of it. And I'm just making a bunch of lines. I'll clean it up later. I'm just going to fill up the space with lines. Just make all the lines to the end. And then now I'm going to take my mouse and then select all the lines, so they're all selected. And go to position and then click tidy up. And it made them all nice and tidy. Now, it's a little bit wide ruled, but we'll roll with it. It's fine. Yeah, so then there's the basic page. And now we'll go to elements. And now we can add maybe some pictures of like women. So there's some graphics. And if you're doing it for Amazon, you just make more money. You can make a lot more money if it's black and white. Because if you do a full color interior, then the printing costs will be higher. So you'll have to charge more for the book. But if you make it black and white, like I just think it's just better. Like most of my books, I do have some full color interior books. And I just like to have options, because then you could sell this as a printable. And if you wanted to at a later time, you could sell it as a self-published book. So that's why I usually make all my printables in this way, so that if I ever want to in the future, I could self-publish it and have like a multiple content for my time. I just think that might look cute. Then we could do something else. We get like a square. And then we'll go here, let's go to shapes and just click that black square, and then just make it white. And then put it down here like that. And then we could put like another image back right here. Like it might look cute to have just another image right there, just to give some more playfulness. Maybe another picture of a woman, like the graphics. And you see, I adjusted the title so that it wouldn't go over the image. So that way, when the font fills in from the automation from our Excel sheets, it will fill in and it won't go over the image, because the text block is off the image. Does that make sense? That's why I did that. You'll see later when we get to the automation. I just don't want the text to cover the image, because that wouldn't be user friendly. I'm going to flip the graphic this way, because you always want the images to be looking inward. You really don't want your images to be looking outward because you want the eye to go towards the prompt, like when you're making anything. Oh, this is a beautiful one too. So I'm going to put that one right here in a little box. Maybe take the box and make it a little skinnier. But you don't want to cover, you don't want to do this because that could be hard for people to write. You want to make it user friendly. So that's why I'm doing this for user friendliness. So that way I'm not, making it so it's hard to write. They can just write here and they're not going to be writing over the image because then they won't be able to see what they wrote because the image will be blocking them. Yeah, so I think that this is looking really nice. So, I'm happy with my design. And you could also do a watermark. So maybe a line art butterfly might look cute. So I'll go to, there's all really pretty ones. Maybe this one. And I'm using some Canva Pro graphics. So if you have the freebie Canva, you would have to replace it with like this is a freebie one, anything with crowns on it. Yeah, so I'm going to do this, but I'm going to frost it. So I'm going to lower the opacity. So it's just a little peak. If you kind of see the butterfly a little bit behind it, you see that? And I just think that just looks really elegant, kind of like just something extra. Let me adjust it a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm going to the transparency and kind of peeking it up a little bit so they can see a butterfly behind the lines. I just think that looks really pretty because there's already a butterfly here, so I'm just playing with the elements a little bit. Let me scoot that down so there's more room, more breathing room between the lines and the image. Yeah, so I'm happy with this. Just make sure the text isn't covering the image. No. Okay, so now we're going to be doing our automation. So I'm going to go to apps, and then I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to click bulk create. And if you don't see it, you could search here, just like search for bulk create. Then I'm going to click it. And then I'm going to go to down here, you see there's two buttons, upload manually or upload data. And I'm going to upload our journal prompts that we just made. They're right here, and I'm going to go open. And then it says connect your data. So select an element in your page and connect it to a data field. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to right click and I'm going to go down and select connect data and then click. And now you should see a purple bubble right there that has the prompt. And then once you see that, like just make sure it's that, you see that. And then once you're done with that, click continue. We'll let Lisa in. You go to continue, and then now you'll see apply data, create 29 designs. And it won't put the first one like it because it just won't. So you got to put in the first one later that's in the document because there should be 30, but it only gave us 29. Yeah, it's not working here. Because I got to view it. Must have made it multiple times. Okay, there you go. So now it put it made us all these pages, 29 pages with a different prompt on each page. You see that? Automatically without us having to sit here and copy paste over and over. Just saves a lot of time because it's automated. Like, what do you think? Well, think about that. It's pretty cool, huh? That it can do that. And you could, if you wanted to, sit here and just change the graphics if you felt like it. But I'll just leave it like as is. I think it's very pretty. And I'll make sure to give you guys this like after the training. So now we need to put back the first on the CSS, I mean the CSV. So I'm going to click this one, the first prompt, because it didn't put it. So I'm going to paste it. So now we have 30 pages because it didn't add this first one because it never does. It just always adds the second one onward. I don't know why. And then now I'm going to like take this text. I'm going to go to copy, and then I'm going to make a new page. And then I'm going to go up with the arrows. I'm going to go to paste. And I want to make like a cover. So let's go back here, and then I'm going to say, give me 10 appropriate titles for the journal. And it will just give us some ideas for our journal. So becoming whole again, a journey of healing and renewal. I like that. Rewriting my story, a journal for transformation and emotional freedom, The Rise Within, a personal growth journal for women in transition. Unfolding Grace, a guided journal for letting go and starting fresh. Healing Horizon. What do you guys look? Oh, thanks, Patricia. I've been using Canva a really long time, probably since it came out. And The Courage of Begin Again, a transformation journal for mature women. Release and Rise, a journal for letting go of pain. Release and Rise, Awakened Woman, a self-discovery and personal. Bloom After the Storm, Sacred Shifts. Well, I kind of gave it like a butterfly, kind of like a metamorphosis or a transformation kind of type. The Rise Within. Yeah, I kind of like The Rise Within because because butterflies can fly and stuff. I think that might, yeah, Rise Within. Yeah, Michelle agrees. Yeah, let's do Rise Within. I think that one is good. Let's like paste that. But then I'm going to take the subhead and then cut it. And then I'm going to Alt drag. Then I'm going to paste the subhead. And then I'm going to put Women in Transition on the second line. Then Rise Within. I'm going to shrink it down and then grow it just by dragging, and it will make it bigger. And I may want to make Rise Within like maybe a cursive font. Like my favorite font to use that's readable is you want to make sure your cursive, if you're going to use script, you want to make sure it's readable. So the best one I think is Magnolia because it's very readable. You see that? It just looks like lowercase letters, but then it's just connected. Like I just think that font is very readable and user friendly, but it still looks very cute and scripty. So that's my personal, script font in Canva that it has, and it's a free font to use. So again, the font choices I'm using are Playfair Display and Magnolia. And then now I'm going to go and see I had this sidebar with rulers. I'm just going to go ahead and align it just to make sure the subhead is aligned. And then you also want to make this in the center. See, I'm dragging and you see how it's fitting it for me. Let's give some little bit of space for eyeballs. And then you could just increase it. You see that I'm just trying to fit it. But Canva isn't pixel perfect. If you want pixel perfect, you'll have to use InDesign. It's an Adobe product, and it's a lot more expensive if you're doing graphic design work. And InDesign, because Canva, we can't quite make it pixel perfect. You see how it's just having a lot of trouble adjusting. So we got to increase it. Okay, I guess we got it. You just have to make it bigger so you can adjust it better if you're having trouble getting it to fit exactly what you want. So yeah, I really like this image. I'm going to go ahead and copy that image so it's all cohesive because we want everything to be cohesive across the planner. And then we'll fit that. I think that could be cute. Then we'll move this and push it up. Then we put that. Yeah, I think that could be very cute. It's a simple planner. And what about it? Yeah, Affinity. Yeah, Affinity you can also use, but I've never used it. I don't know if I guess it is kind of like InDesign. I know you can open up, InDesign files in it. And then you could put a logo down here. So if you're selling this as a PLR or a commercial use template that you could resell as your own, you could give people a place where they can put their logo right here for their business, or they could put their logo up here. You just want to give some room for people to customize it if you're going to be selling it for commercial use. And I think I'll look for like a really nice frame for it. So I'm going to go to frame and then scroll down and go to graphics. Yeah, there's some really nice ones. What's this? Yeah, that could be cute. Let's see. No, it doesn't let me stretch it across though. It says, yeah, I don't know if I like that. I want something more modern. Yeah, that looks kind of old-timey. Yeah, some of these could be good. That one. That was a little too dark. It doesn't blend well with the skinny lines. Oh, look at this. Magic recommendations. It'll just give you, oh yeah, I think maybe this scroll work right here would be good. Yeah, that would look pretty good. So we could put that across, and it's customizable. So if the person wants to take it away, that gets it, they could always remove it if they wanted to put their logo instead. I'm going to flip it vertically, but make sure it's still within the lines, and then see how it's the line appears. That means it's centered. Yeah, that could be very cute. Just something simple, and we could also color it like a shade, maybe like a pink or some color. Like these are my brand colors for my multiple businesses. You could also do gradients. There's like gradients and stuff here. Yeah, I kind of like that gradient. Yeah, but I like kind of like that. But and there's different shades. Like you do that. And that could be cute. But the only thing is I want to make it lighter. So these are the colors. We could just make it a little lighter, a lighter pink. And I think that could be cute. And that one going up. Yeah, I kind of like that, like it's rising up. It kind of matches what we're trying to get at. Maybe put this, maybe a rose dark pink. Those gradients are coming back into style. I mean, yeah, I think that could be cute. I mean, dark, kind of like a kind of matching a little bit of the same shade family. And then what also, see, also gives you, I really bold that, and that would work better. Okay, we got some more coming in. And we can also color this. And I think I'll color that like that pink, maybe increase the, just make it the purple too. And then this, I think that could also do it. And then this one, maybe just have it all blend together and match. I think that might look good. You think it looks better than just black. Can we change this too? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe we can't change this graphic color. Some of them you can and can't. Stroke style, corner rounding. Oh yeah, you could still do it with these adjustments. The color filters. It looks like it's not giving me. Oh, here we go. Here's some minty. That kind of made it like a purpley color and outrun. This is minty. Then we could oh good, there we go. So we do that. It will make it purple. I think that could look good. I think I'll make the rise within, kind of make it stand out some more, make it a little darker than the rest. And just something simple, simple cover. And then we'll make a new page. But I want to make that white, and it's a belongs to for personalization. So I'm going to go paste. I'm going to say this journal belongs to, and then we can get a line from this and just copy it and then paste it and then scooch it down and make that black. Because like I said, if I'm going to self-publish this on Amazon, I just want a black and white interior and a color cover. And then I'm going to select both and then center them in the page. And you could also do a date. And something else that would also be good is you could add another page and talk about yourself, like at the end. Like if this is your business, at the end, you could, add a new page and then talk about yourself, kind of like what I did in this workbook. You see on this workbook, if you check, I talked about myself at the end. So you can do the same in your printables. It's always good to do that. You can put your social media links and then maybe a link to get on your list. You see that's a link to get on my list. And I do that in my printables. Like if I sell them on Etsy, like I have an Etsy store. And that way people on Etsy can get on my email list. So you can just edit this how you want. Like if you don't like how it looks, you can just change it however you want. Okay, so I'll give this to you guys in the chat now, and we'll move on. So now I'll go to share. And then this is how you make something PLR or commercial use, so others can resell it as their own. So you go here, you go to share, and you click, and you go to template link, and you go to create template link, and then you copy it, and you go back and just make sure anyone with a link can view. And then when someone clicks the link, they can add it to their Canva account and then have all the rights to edit it however they want. But they won't mess with this one. Like this one stays in your account untouched, but they get the same design in their account and they can do whatever they want with it. This is what you would give to a customer if you're selling it as PLR. So here's the printable. So let me put that in my notes. I'll give it out at the end of the video. Okay, that's our first product. So let's move on and make games. You see, didn't that kind of turn out cute? I like it. I'm happy with it. So the next thing we're making, and this has all the steps, like for those that thought I went too fast, like these are all the steps here listed. And you can plus watch the video and make it, so it's going to be on Vimeo, and you could make the sound slower, however you want. And there's even transcript on Vimeo too, so you can also read what I say. And then this is AI games. So prompts. Give me number of question, and we're going to make a this or that game. Like here's an example of a this or that game. I made it for the Diwali festival because Diwali printables, especially printable games for the Diwali festival. And for those that don't know, Diwali is an extremely popular Indian holiday. And this is a games for people to use during their Diwali party, like something to do for fun. So we're going to make like what kind of theme? Type in the chat what kind of theme you want this game to be. It could be any theme. It could be Christmas, Thanksgiving game, maybe like a New Year's game, like something maybe for a party or something, like a baby shower game. It's a this or that. So instructions, the host checks what they like on their own sheet. All the guests put the check mark by each thing that they think the host likes more. Whoever matches the most correct things about the host wins. So that's the game. So you kind of guess what the host likes the most. So it's this or that. So you see by each of the make it bigger. So you see by each of the games, the questions, there's a check mark. So you check here or here, or they like diyas or fireworks. Like that must be Indian something like Indian related. And then sweets or snacks. You kind of guess, and at the end, the host will tell you what they liked, and then whoever has the most right would win the game. Does that make sense? That's how you play this or that. So we're going to be making a this or that game. So we got Christmas. Yeah, let's do a Christmas one that's coming up. I think that would be easy for people to sell because everybody's doing Christmas parties. I think that would be good. So now I'm going to paste that. So again, I went to here into your workbook. And for those that just came in, let me put the workbook in the chat real fast. And I'll give the workbook at the end. So in case you didn't get it, you get it at the end with the recording. So again, I copied this prompt and I went over here and then I pasted it and then entered. So give me number of questions for this or that game. And then how many questions would you like? What theme should the game be based on? Christmas, self-care. Tell me the number and theme and I'll generate your custom this or that printable text. So let's do like 10 questions. And then 2 is Christmas party for adults. Because it's good to always say who's it for. So eggnog or hot buttered rum, white elephant or secret Santa, ugly sweater or Christmas PJs, mistletoe kiss or mistletoe escape. I think people won't know what that is. So if you see something that you don't think is good, you could just say, can you replace number 4 with something else? I don't know what mistletoe escape would be. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't make sense. So this is good comedy Christmas. I think the rest are good. So here's the updated list: eggnog or hot buttered rum, classic carols or holiday hits. And then naughty gift exchange or nice. Gingerbread house or cookie decorating. And then on either side of the question, put a white text box so they can check which answer. So the reason why I do that, because you saw the Diwali game on either side. I think that's a step I forgot to add in, but that way you don't have to put the check boxes yourself on Canva, because that could take time to have to put these check boxes yourself. If it's already there, then it's better. So now let's click it. And look, it put the check boxes for us, and it did everything for us. Now we got to do is bring this into Canva and edit it. So let's put it here and this or that, and it's all editable text. So let's go back to our Canva here, and then go to upload, and then go to upload files, then the desktop, this or that game. Then we got to decorate it with our creativity. Oh, don't want to kiss them. Okay, I see. But I was confused. And I think if I'm confused about it, other people would be too. And we also want to put instructions. So let's go back. Like sometimes they will open up in the same page. You just go back to get back to your ChatGPT. And I'll say give some brief instructions for the game. Let's see some instructions. So how to play this or that, choose the option that fits you best, check the fits you best. I would say make it to guess which answer is what the host would choose. And I think that's cuter, so you kind of guess who that makes a better game. For each pair you think the host would choose, go with your intuition, take your best guess. Everyone finishes, the host reveals the real answers. The guess with the most correct guesses wins. Okay, that's good. I like that. So I'm going to copy those instructions. And let's go back up here. And I'm going to take my mouse and select everything and scooch this down. And then scooch this down and then center it. So a line will pop up when it's centered. Then I want the margins, because if I were to make this a whole big book of games, like maybe I have a whole big book of this or that games with different themes, like different holidays and stuff, and I want to later self-publish it on Amazon, like that way I won't have to redo all my printables. Like if I sell this on Etsy and Amazon, because I have like 60 books on Amazon that I've published, and a lot of them are also printables. They started off as printables, and that way I get double content. I get a printed book and then a printable. So I'm going to go to add guides again. For those that thought I went too fast, what I did was I went to add guides. I went to custom. I went to one column. And then I went to 0.5 margin on both of that here. And then it made the guides and add guides. And then you can also change the font, because right now the font is Helvetica, and that's a sans serif font. And we could decide, I might make it, like, let me see, I might make I have like this custom font called Christmas Cove. You can upload fonts if you have a pro account, and these are all uploaded fonts I've used in the past for my printables. And I have this some Christmas font. So let me see, there's one called The Seasons. Now that sounds cute, I kind of like that. But let's first select all that questions and make that a font. So I might use the questions. Yeah, I think Oswald. I'm gonna do Oswald. I don't know what might increase the size, and then let's kind of make it bigger. I think that could be good. And then let's take the questions, the checkbox, and put them right here so they can decide which they're going to do. And then I want to center them. Oops. Okay, that was probably good. Then we can just make it bigger. Like I'll make this bigger. Move this over here. And then now I can make it bigger and it will stretch it across. And then we could, what did I do with the Diwali game? Did I put them just all close together? Oh yeah, I did center it with them next to each other. And so I'll increase it. Okay, well, I'll just leave it like that. I'll just put these all next to each other so they have to select that or that one. I think that would look good. And then we can decorate it with Christmas graphics, like they do the fun part. Yeah, that could be very cute. So then we'll take the Christmas party, and I think I'll make it a font that kind of goes with this, maybe a Grand Hotel. That could be, that's a pretty one. I think that kind of looks good with the body text. And then we'll take this and then we'll put that here. And then let's go back and get the instructions again. And then scooch this all the way to the end and lower the size. And then right click and paste. And we could scooch all this down and scooch that up. Yeah, I think that could be very cute. And maybe align that to the boxes so it just looks nicer. Okay, then we're gonna make it centered. That's an orphan though, this choose. We make that on the, that looks better be on the same line. You guys don't like doing orphans. An orphan means a word is on the next line by itself, and it just doesn't look good, especially if you're doing publishing. Like I have done published works, like I've made catalogs for companies in the past, and it just doesn't look good. Okay, yeah, that could be very cute. And then we can go and look for some Christmas graphics. So Christmas, and then look at all that. And we could make it red. Yeah, I think that would be pretty. We could even do red like that could be cute. We could there's all these different ones. Is there one that's red and green? Like that could be pretty. And that one is red and green. Oh yeah, I kind of like that one. I think that's cute. And then there's all these images here we can use. And again, if I end up, accidentally picking a paid one, you just have to edit it yourself and just put in a free one if you have a free account. Yeah, that could be cute. Let's move this and make it smaller so we can put that holly down below. I think that would be pretty. And we could center it. Yeah, that could be very cute. And then yeah, I kind of look like that ribbon. Kind of matches because it's like a script looking one that has like outside the line somewhat. You could also put that. And then these are magic recommendations. These are usually graphics that kind of look similar. Now that does that look good? Does that match that? It's like the same shade. Oh yeah, I kind of like I don't know. Wonder if that would be too much. Well, if you think it's too much, you can always get rid of it. But I think that's kind of cute how there's like two different ribbons, and then this one is kind of pointing towards the and kind of pointing down towards doing the game, kind of like pointing to the eye to make them look at the instructions first and then do the game. It's like pointing with each of the ribbon ends. So I think that's very cute. I think that could work. And I don't know if this one's needed. You don't want to put too much. Maybe if it's smaller. Yeah, that could be very cute. Well, I don't think it would look better centered though. If I were to just center it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, look, yeah, it does look better, a lot better centered. Okay, so then that's the game. Isn't that cute? And then again, we'll make it commercial use so it could be resold with template and copy it. And I'll put it in the chat and then make sure to do anyone with a link can view. So I'll put this in the chat. Oh yeah, you could do whatever you want. I mean, you could just do whatever you want if you don't like how it looks. Okay, so now we can go ahead and we'll make wall art real fast. So I'm gonna go from wall art. We got some time. And then let's get the wall art. So we can use there's these different graphic creators. There's Ideogram, Midjourney, or ChatGPT. ChatGPT takes a really long time to do anything, to make graphics. It just takes a long time, but it does have good results. So it might take quite a lot of time. So I'm gonna go to Ideogram, and you can decide if you don't. It only has a paid plan. In the past, it was free. But if you don't want to pay for anything, you could just use ChatGPT to do this for the prompt. But I just don't have the time to spend and wait for it. It takes like a minute or so to finish the graphic, or even longer sometimes. So what should we make our wall art of? Like something Christmas again? Oh, you mean Gemini? Like, yeah, I don't really use Gemini because I don't want to support Google because they took away a lot of my blog traffic. So I try not to use Google products too much. I do use Gmail, so I guess I'm a hypocrite. Okay, so type in the chat what kind of wall art you would like to see. Maybe a Christmas puppy or Christmas kitten, like a nice Christmas scene of some kind. Like first of all, we'll insert the subject. So maybe New Year's Eve. Oh yeah, wall art. Like what would New Year's Eve entail though? So Christmas reindeer. Yeah, I kind of like the Christmas reindeer. So Christmas, because we're gonna get into holiday spirit. Christmas reindeer, and then what kind of media? Like paints, acrylics, watercolor, pastels, and maybe like maybe proper amount of adult beverages, the proper amount of oh, you mean like wine and liquor and stuff? So let's do maybe watercolor. So I like watercolors, and then to insert the style of art, and that would be maybe cartoony or realistic. Like, what do you guys think? Like a cartoon, realistic anime style? Like, does anyone print? How does anyone print wall art? Yeah, they just print it off with their home printer. Or they could take it to a print shop. So let's do that style of art. Let me just do cartoony, and then the size we can do U.S. letter, or you can do A4 depending on your country, or because A4 is popular over in Europe. And then high resolution image and highly detailed for printing quality. And then go down here to the aspect ratio, and we'll do like 3:4 is the appropriate size. And we can always resize it. I'll show you how I resize the images to be print quality at 300 because it won't make it totally print friendly for you. So let's go to view creations. And then it's like making them, and it will do 4 at a time. And you could choose if you want it to do like 4 to, oh, how cute. I really like that. Oh, I really like that. Which one does everybody like? I think this one is cute. What do you guys think? Do you like that one? I like how there's lights on the horns. Number 4. Yeah, that one is very cute. And we could take it into Canva and customize it further. Yeah, that could be very cute. So then download, and we could wait a minute, go here and then click the 3 dots. You could open in Canvas. So you can also actually take away the background in here if you wanted to. And style rendering. I thought there was a way we could increase the size in here. Maybe like I don't have the plan high enough to do that. Oh, upscale. There we go. Upscale. That's what I was looking for. Upscale. So we could upscale it. But I can also upscale it. So you can either upscale it in here, or you can upscale it with like you could just search imagery sizer, like using like a search engine. But I have yeah, I think that the resizing, so it's like it's doing it upscaling right now. So it will get it to it so it's bigger. Oh, good. So then now it's a lot bigger and it's better for print. So we can download it and then we can open it into Canva and we can make it print quality. So let's go ahead and go to custom size again, and then 8.5 by 11 size. And then we'll put that in there, the big one. This is the high resolution. See, it's 3.9 megabyte. And what's the DPI? Are we able to see that? Yeah, that I think this would be this is like close to 300. It might be in the twos. Yeah, so then we could just fit it to size. You may want to make a white border like around it too, so that if they frame it with like a picture frame, because people do use these because it's a cheap way to decorate for Christmas. And they'll go to like a Dollar Tree and get like these gold frames. Like I've seen them, these really pretty gold frames. And then they'll go to Dollar Tree and then they'll frame the artwork. So we can also do background remover if we have Pro. You could make a different background. It looks like I have to that way it has to be on its own layer. And I can go here and I can make it like red. And now it's on like a red background. Or we can keep it on white. Yeah, you guys can change whatever color you want. So I'll give you guys and then when you save it to sell, you go to share and you go to and you would save it as a PDF. So go share design and you go to download and you would go here and you would go PDF print. Best for printing. That's what you would save it as. I don't know, maybe like a sky blue background would be better to match the snow behind it. Yeah, I think that could be cuter. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I think that looks nice, or maybe a lighter background. But you guys can change the background however you want. And then we'll go to create template link and copy. And then anyone with a link can view. And I'll put it in the chat. Okay, so now you have another thing to sell today. So now let's move on here. And we did that. So now we got questions. So does anyone have any questions, or you can stay at the end? But also I wanted to let you know about my sprint that I'm doing next week. And I'll put it in the chat. And it's only $47. But it ends Sunday at midnight. So if you want to create even more products, we're going to be making planners, like 2026 planners. We're going to be making coloring calendars, like colorable calendars. and then print on demand. Like if you ever want to do print on demand, like mugs, I think we're going to do mug stickers. We're just going to spend an hour. So each day, the first day we're going to be making calendars, the second day planners. Then the third day is going to be all about print on demand products. And I'll show you guys where you can sell these products and make money in time for Black Friday. So if anybody's interested, I have the link in the chat, and you have now through Sunday to decide if this is for you. And these are all the FAQ if you want to learn more about it. Yeah, so I just think this will be great if you're interested at all in creating more products to sell, because New Year's planners are really good, and calendars really sell great as well. And plus, the print on demand products in time for Christmas, a lot of people are looking for mugs and stickers and stuff like that, and tumblers and all kinds of different print on demand products to sell. So let's look in the chat. Oh, look, Liz signed up. Great. Thank you. I'm so happy that you signed up. I'm really excited to do this with everybody. I just can't wait. I just love making planners with AI and also colorable. Let me show you the colorable calendar. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. You're just gonna love it. You'll learn all about how to make it. So let's go to an affirmation calendar. It's like really pretty. And I made it all with AI tools. And I'll show you guys how to do it. Isn't it cute? Of January, and they could print this out and then fold it, and then stick it on the wall. And they could also bind it. They can like bind it with a stapler, or even just like put a staple at the top, and then each day they could or even hole punch and then put ribbons through the holes, and they can just turn each day of the month and just look at these different ones. They could color it too, so they can take it down and color it. Like it's a really good product. Like, isn't that cute? And if you want to, we can also, I would adjust the dates to be at the corner so they can actually write in the squares. I think that's something I didn't do. But it was outputted by AI. I didn't do this myself. I didn't do any numbering myself. Well, the AI did it all. And I'll show you guys how it was made, next week if you're interested in learning about it. So where did you make those coloring affirmations in? Oh yeah, we made them in ideogram. So I'll guys let you know last week how to make this. Like it turned out so cute. I'm really happy with it. And then this is like another one I've made. Like, isn't that cute? Like, yeah, I think the one we'll make next week, we'll have it in the corners like that one has. Like that's one more for kids. So we're going to do all kinds of cute stuff next week and have a lot of fun together for these 3 days. And if you can't make a day, that's fine. We'll just record it. Well, each day you'll be about an hour. So each day we're going to focus on one thing. And I can make these things in 20 minutes. Like I do it so much, but I'm going to really slow down and really take my time on them. So it's easier for you guys to follow along. So I'm just really excited to get started with that. And we'll also work on planners too. Like, let's see if I can find any planners I've made. Planner. Wait, coming in. Now here's a planner that I made, with the help of AI tools. There's quite a lot that I've gotten started. I've made lots of planners with that. There's an ADHD, a bridesmaid planner. And we'll decide on the niche. So if you can make it next week, you can have a say in what we do. So I'll see, what will be the best niche for each of these products. And then about print on demand. So again, I'll put it in the chat, the link to sign up if you're interested. Then there's also print on demand, and I make money from my Redbubble store, and I sell print on demand products in here, and we'll learn how to do that the third day. So I'm really excited about that because I would love to, let you guys know. So I know we're out of time today, but like I'm just really excited to so you guys can see how to make print on demand products. This is my Redbubble store, so I'll show you guys how to do this. Make your own Redbubble store the third day. So that's gonna be so much fun. That'll be on Wednesday. So you get to see, how to make these stickers. And I made these stickers sell, like these Bible stickers sell the best. And I made tattoo stickers. These are all the designs. And we could I made phone cases too with the stickers and stuff, and made designs. And I got like Samsung cases. Like you could take one design, it could be anything. they have so many different products you could put your designs on. So those were the designs, but then you see that cool, and you could make a lot of money because you could put that, like, these are the designs in the store, and then you could put it on each product. You can decide how it looks. Like, here's, it can be on clothing. You see I made shirts with it too, and then dresses, and then sweatshirts and hoodies on it. Like this one is a good seller. This, it's like a Bible quote called "Love never fails." Like that one's good. So I'm going to be making some more designs to fill up the store. So where do you market your store? Well, it's a built-in marketplace, Mona. Like, people come here to buy stuff and they see it, they search for it. So it's all, I just use keywords, and I'll show you guys next week how to do that. Same with Etsy. Like, I'll even show how I sell on Etsy next week too, because I'm going to be listing both the calendar and the planner on Etsy, and it's all built-in marketplace. Like, here's my Etsy store where I sell planners and journals and stuff. So Etsy.com shop. So this is my Etsy store, and I have, like, I sell spreadsheets. Like, I made this with AI. They're like these SVG bundles. And then I made this too. And then this is like in the life of debt planner, a resolution planner. These are different planners, and I use AI to get them started. And then I use my creativity in Canva to make them really nice looking. But I got started a lot of them with AI tools. That's my store. I have about, how many products do I have now? About 74 products. Oh, UK? Yeah, I think you can use Etsy in the UK. Like, I don't know why I think maybe Etsy, is there like a version of Etsy that's for the UK? There might be. But I think Etsy can ship worldwide, like people in Etsy stores. I guess there's not an Etsy just for UK, but you can, a lot of people will ship worldwide on Etsy. Yeah, Redbubble. I don't know. Like, I don't see why you couldn't ship worldwide. So again, I'll put the sprint again if anyone's interested. And there's any last minute questions, let me know. Like, hopefully you found value today and learned a lot. And let me put the workbook again in the chat in case you join a little later. And I'll put the workbook in the recording too. So you said 127. Well, the reason why, Sue, is because Etsy is very saturated, and it's all about high volume, low ticket. But I use my Etsy store to lead people to my Shopify store, and this is where I make the real money. Like, I can charge $7, $27 on stuff. So I make the majority of my money. Like, last month I made 18,000 from this store alone. And I usually make so I use this store to promote on my email list and my blog. So this is my blog. It's been going on 10 years. And I get money from ad income on Mediavine. And I also will promote my store here on the blog as well. These are some recent, articles. And also we'll promote my products in the blog as well too. So that's how I market my store with my blog. But also we use Etsy to market my store too. Because, like I said before, remember how I said at the end of the printable, you would put the link to your social media and your website and like a bio about you. That's what I do at the end of all the printables. There's as a way for them to get a freebie. So then the freebie they would gets them on my email list. So I have like printables they can get here, like a free home binder, so they can get these printables and they get on my list. And then I use my list to promote my store and make money. I don't promote my Etsy store ever because you see how low the prices are. Like, sometimes I even have the same product listed in both stores, and it's more money in the Shopify. So I'll put my Shopify store if you guys want to have a look. So anyone else have any more questions? We get the access to the recordings. We can't. Oh yes, you'll get the recording. I'm going to send out an email after this. I have it recording right now. I'll send an email out and I'll give you guys the workbook and then the printables we made today, and then the recording too on Vimeo. So it'll be commercial free video. It won't be on YouTube where you'll see commercials. I'll probably put it on YouTube as well because I have a YouTube channel, but I won't give you guys the YouTube version. You'll have the Vimeo non-commercial version. KDP, Amazon. Yeah, we won't be covering Amazon next week. This is all printables and print on demand. Maybe in the future I'll like have well, I do have a course on KDP that I sell called Self-Publishing Made Easy Mastermind. And if you want to see that, I have it listed in my courses page on my site. If you wanted to check that out, it's only $47. If you're interested in self-publishing planners. Yeah, so let me put my course if you want to have a look. Yeah, courses. Yeah, so just check that out if you want to see that course at all. So if we can't come live, can we still get feedback? Oh yes, like part of the deal is you can email me your product that you make, and then and I'll give you feedback. So there's no expiration date for this feedback. So even if you join live and you don't make your product and you like do it later, you can always just email me and I'll give you a Loom video with feedback. That's part of the deal. And I have both a degree in graphic design. I have a certification in UX design, design thinking, and a certification in AI from MIT. So I could definitely help you guys with your products and give you really good, valuable feedback that you can use. My main thing is I like to make things very user-friendly because then people will buy again and again if they're able to use it. You saw how user-friendly I made my designs during the training. Like I didn't have any images piled on the area with the text because you just don't want to do that when you're designing. You want to make it very easy for people to use. So what's your opinion on niches? What kind of niches? Like, do you have a niche you want me to give my opinion on? Like, I do think it's good to niche down. Like, I'm in the mom niche for my business to customer business, and I'm in I'm also a business to business. I have business to business businesses as well, like B2B. And but my business to customer niche is moms, and I also I'll help a lot of women and moms, be able to stay home with their kids with online businesses. So that's another niche I do. So to niche down, oh yeah, I do. Like at first, I was talking about finance when I started my blog. It was all about how to make and save money because I'm very good with money. I used to live in poverty and I used to be on food stamps and I used to live paycheck to paycheck and I hardly made any ends meet. It was just really bad. That was before I actually educated myself and learned how to actually make money with like creating products and yeah, it's pretty bad for a while. And then I taught myself web design and UX design, and that's when I was able to get really good jobs. Because before then, as a graphic designer, I was making about 20,000 to 30,000 like a year when I was a graphic designer out of school. And it wasn't until I taught myself how to code websites and apps. I also would use Flash. That wasn't I was able to make six figures once I taught myself those skills. So I have lived in poverty. So that's why I wanted to really make my blog about how to save money and make money for moms. So that's when I got started. It was finance. But then I branched off into doing life skills like life for moms, like parenting and organizing, cleaning. And that content does very well for Pinterest. Like you may want to make an organizing blog. Just depends. So Mona says, thank you. So valuable learning and insights will look into your course. MIT. Oh, yes, you can get a certification from MIT. I didn't actually go to that school. There's an online certification called AI for Business Strategy, and you can go on there. It's $8,000, and you can pay that and then go through I think it's like a 6 week or so course. And then once you've done with the course, you'll get a certification from MIT, and it just looks really good. So that's what I did. I also have a user experience certification from SMU, and that's Southern Methodist University, and then design thinking from the Luma Institute. And the Luma Institute was also online, so there's a lot of online certifications you could get that will boost your business. Okay, does anyone else have anything before we end the call today? I know we covered a lot. Hopefully, you're really inspired to create something really cool. I can't wait to see what everybody makes. Like, if you make something, then make sure you can always email me and check it out. But you won't get any feedback like a Loom video unless you sign up for the sprint, because that's what we're going to be doing next week. But you can always show me your product at any time, and I can just have a look at it and just give you some like text sentences, to say if I like it or not or what you could do. I don't mind doing that. But you won't get the Loom video with like really detailed feedback unless you sign up for the sprint. Oh, thanks so much, Robin. I'm glad that you enjoyed the call today. So how do you choose between Etsy, Shopify, and Redbubble? I use them all. You know, Elaine, I have over 2,000 products on the internet, and my philosophy is the more buy buttons you have, the better. So the more buy buttons you have out there, the more likely you're going to get someone to buy something. And it did take time. I've been, doing this online business for 10 years. So it doesn't happen overnight. Just you do it little by little, then eventually you have a whole bunch of products that you could keep selling over and over because, digital products, you build them once, you can resell them infinite amount of times. There's no overhead, there's no inventory. It's just these digital products, they're instantly delivered to your customer. There's no shipping time or waiting. And it's so good for today's customer because, today's customer doesn't want to wait. They're conditioned to get things right away. Like Amazon, has 2 day shipping, even has 1 day shipping, and customers are just used to that. And if you have a product that's instantly delivered, as soon as they buy it, they instantly get it delivered by their email. I mean, that is just an amazing thing. Like, I can't believe that that's a thing. And it's so awesome because then you don't have to take time to actually give it to them or do any shipping because they get it right away. And that's my favorite business model. In the past, I have done drop shipping and I've also sold crafts. Like I used to make Cricut mugs and I would have to ship them out. And I also had another store for that. And I have a Cricut mug press. And so I got really into making mugs with sublimation. And I just had to ship them. And sometimes they arrived broken. So I had to sorry about my stuttering. I had to give them a replacement. So I always learn so much. Do you sell on Zazzle? And no, I don't sell on Zazzle. Is that like another print on demand store? So thanks so much. Okay, you're inspiring. Oh, great. So does anyone have anything last minute before we end the call today? Hopefully this was helpful to everyone. Like, let me go ahead and put it in the workbook again in case you don't want to wait for me because I'm gonna probably edit the video a little bit before I send it out. And again, here's the sprint for next week. And I'll put that in the email too if you want to look it over or decide or how some people may be on the fence. But if you have any questions about it, you can always email me or look at the FAQ. Well, thanks. Look forward to next week and seeing some of you there. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Like I can't wait, a whole hour to create each of these products. And then you guys can also follow along. And maybe at the end of the training, some people will have products done and we can look at them together on the call. Like that would be really, really neato. Yeah, so I'm just really excited. It's just something to do because I'm going to be off. Like I'm going to take the week off, really not do much else. And my son's home too. And I'm just going to be working in the morning and then taking the rest of the afternoon off. So that's why the calls are in the morning because the afternoon I want to have afternoon free to spend time with my son, Brian. He's like 10 years old. And tomorrow he's actually having a Thanksgiving party at his school. So I'm going to bring like a Thanksgiving dish. Like I like to make green bean casserole. What's everybody's favorite Thanksgiving dish? It makes so much sense, which teaches my brain fog. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm glad that you liked it today. My favorite Thanksgiving dish is I really like green bean casserole. I like to put, cream of mushroom soup on my green beans. And then like that's just something I like to put on it. Then sweet potato casserole and potato salad. Oh, stuffing and gravy. Oh, great. I think people in Canada, they already had their Thanksgiving, but we have ours next week. I'm so excited. I love Thanksgiving. Like, well, my favorite dessert is pecan pie. Like, it's so good and stuffing. What I like to do that's kind of silly? I like to take the turkey, the cranberry sauce, and the stuffing, and then put it on a fork and then eat it all together because I just love that flavor. It's so good. So I wonder if anyone else does that. Yeah, it's so delicious. So you do it too, Robin? Yeah, it's just so good. And I really my favorite turkey meat is dark meat turkey because it just tastes so much better. There's more flavor to it. Does anybody like white meat turkey or dark meat? Or no turkey at all? Maybe tofu turkey. Dark turkey, yeah, dark turkey I think has more flavor. No, I'm making you hungry. White meat only. There are no guilty pleasures. Like every bite I put in is a little bit of everything on the fork. Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe potatoes, gravy, and then you put turkey on it, then cranberry sauce, and then you put stuffing on it, and then you put corn on it, and I'll put it together and mix it all together. That would be good. I once dated the guy, and what he does is he gets his soda. You know how there's like a soda fountain? Well, he puts every kind of soda in the cup. And I dated him for like maybe a couple dates when I was younger. And like that just looks really gross. Does anyone else do that? Put every kind of soda in their cup? Like I thought that was gross. So green Jello with cream cheese, gravy. Oh, that's called graveyard soda. Yeah, that sounds gross, doesn't it? So it was okay with him not calling me again. Okay, Dr. Pepper. Oh yeah, Dr. Pepper. You know what I do to save calories? I really love cherry Coke, but if a soda has like in a soda fountain has like Diet or Coke Zero, I'll just get the Coke Zero and then I'll just fill a little bit up with the cherry Coke if there is some, or even if there's like cherry soda or even cherry flavoring. My favorite soda fountains are the ones that have the buttons. Has anyone seen those where they have all the buttons of different sodas and different flavors? You can like mix and match what kind of flavor you want in each soda. They have them at AMC movie theater. Can we check out this video again? Oh yes, yeah, I probably should have took well, before we started talking about food. Probably edit this out so it's more to the point. Okay, well, yeah, make sure to get it recorded and then send it out. Hopefully everyone has a great rest of your day. Goodbye.